Hey VC, how you doing? It's Jeff. Glowing double O Cabbage here, back for another video. So soon! I know, it's nice. It's nice to be back making videos. I want to make them now, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be back in the fold. I missed it, so it's nice to see people coming out of the woodwork as well. It's nice to see a video by Andreas not too long ago. He, like me, I think, was a little nervous and about getting back into it, but feel really great because I feel very welcomed back, and it's humbling, to be honest. It's fun. It's you know. Whatever you're doing, it'll change over time, and definitely the vinyl community has changed, but a lot of the aspects of it have remained, and I really appreciate everybody that gave a message or a comment on the last video, and it's just it's great, and I hope to keep making these and stay in contact with everybody. And I just wanted to make another video really quick, so that relatively quick after the last video, so that I could just stay in the process and the habit of making videos. Yeah, a lot of really great videos being made. I mean, Big Star 1000, Fred just came out with another one, and you know, many other people as well. You know. Anyway, I'm going to start talking about records because that's what I'm here for. In the background, I know I got a few comments in the last video about Moonwood, the Toronto-based artist. This is that album. I forget what it's called now, even the album. I could go get it. Just one second, I'll be right back. Yeah, so I don't even know if you can hear it, to be honest. It's not that loud, but Moonwood, River Ghosts in the background, Toronto-based. You know, I don't know. I think he plays the guitar mostly. There's his name, Jacob Railinger, on Arachnidiscs. I highly recommend you check out that label. So many, especially you, Tim Guthrie, because they just specialize in really unique and you know, very unique packaging. So this was shown by Fred in his last, I think it was his last video or the video before, but I also picked this up not too long ago, Extremes, and my wife Amy and I, we listened to this last night. We're starting to have, I'm listening to more records because we're starting to have like this block set aside in the evening to just listen to music, and we call it quiet time. There's no like Netflix or anything. It's just like we just listen to music, and she's working on a new blog, which is really exciting. I'll tell you more about that later on. It's pretty cool what she's doing. She just kind of had an idea, and she's going with it. Anyways, I want to bore you, but you know, you're here for records. Annette Peacock's Extremes. This is so good. It's very jazzy. It's very funky. It's very sultry. It's like very sexy album, actually. Annette Peacock has that factor, you know, that it factor, I guess you would say. Like, she just owns these performances. Her voice is just so amazing. Some of which was spoken word. Her version of Elvis's "Don't Be Cruel" is like almost, you know, it's so different. It doesn't even sound like the same song, but it's so well done. Annette Peacock's Extremes. Oh man, on Aura Records. This is a Canadian press. There's the back. She's just a gorgeous woman, really, Annette Peacock. So thanks for showing that, Fred, and it made me want to listen to it. Again, it's a relatively new record for me. Listened to this last night as well. Captain Beefheart's Safe as Milk. Just an absolute masterpiece, if you ask me, of like sort of really raw blues, and like Captain Beefheart was really influenced by Howlin' Wolf, and you can really hear that in his voice on this album, and on most Captain Beefheart albums. But this is a fantastic one, Safe as Milk. Not as experimental as his latter albums after this, but you know, so definitely there are echoes of this, like of his experimental leanings, like especially in a track called Electricity. But this is a reissue. I've never come across an original in the wild, but great album. I got this album on a trade that I did with my friend Chris, who lives locally. Black Nasty, ADC band. It's Hard Times, rare and unreleased Detroit funk. This is pretty good. I'm not too impressed with like the. It's a compilation, I do believe, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's a reissue of an original. I don't know, but the sound quality is so sporadic on this. Like the first tune sounds great. The second one sounds like muffled as hell. Sounds like there's just like there's a cloud over the whole song, and it just kind of ruins it for me. I think I'll probably trade this in with Second Spin. Oh yeah, check out my T-shirt. Second Spin, vinyl preservation. Shout out to Chris and Mike at Second Spin, great guys. Anyway, this album, yeah, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. It's great funk, but like I said, the sound quality kind of ruins it for me. This is released on Funky Delicacies, a division of Tough City Records based out in New York City. Believe me, there are some really great balls out funk. You can almost you know, see the cocaine on their noses. It's so disco-y funk. Sometimes with horn flourishes, but it's okay though. It's okay, but I don't think I'm going to be keeping it though. All right, I listened to this too. This was a great 25-cent. Who sells records for 25 cents at record stores? What's the point? But anyways, this wasn't in bad shape at all. I cleaned it up a bit, and there's the 25-cent thing. But this is a fantastic album. One of my favorite bands is War. They have such an amazing, funky, but a very organic funk to them. This is Eric Burton of the Animals playing with them, and it's just a fantastic album. Tobacco Road is a really great tune that has like a reprise on this kind of thing, but there's the sound, or there's the music that is on it. What is this on? This is a Canadian press, but it was in great shape on MGM. Just cleaned it up a bit, and it sounds great. I was pleasantly surprised because I hadn't listened to this in a long time. It's from 1970 as well. Listened to this a while back too, just the last couple of days. This is fantastic, like Zam rock, I guess you would call it, or like African heavy kind of psych witch. Lazy Bones too. I do believe that this. It's interesting because this is a total 100% like facsimile of the original. Like there's no like released by such and such. So I think this may have come from there's a really awesome label. This may have come from the box set that came out. I think it was 3 or 4 or 5 Witch records came out at the same time. This may have come out of one of those box sets. I don't know if when these were released like individually, if they were like, you know, whatever. Maybe someone can put down in the comments what record company re-released these. Maybe it was Now Again, or I don't know. Anyway, Lazy Bones. This is great. Not all the tunes are fantastic on this, but the ones that are, it makes it worth keeping. So. Lazy Bones 2. Look at these cool cats. Wonderful, wonderful music. This is an all-time favorite. This is like a total desert disc for me. A little desert record, whatever. easily up there. Every time I listen to it, I think, wow, this is better than it was the time before. But it brings me back to my skateboarding days back in the day. This is Fugazi and Steady Diet of Nothing. Yeah, my wife wasn't too fond of this one, but I mean, I got this for a great price too. It was, I think, yeah, it was $5. Sometimes I stick them back here just so I can remember what. I don't like to leave them on the main thing, but sometimes I stick the stickers in the back just so I can remember how much I paid for it. But anyway, I know that's a quirky thing, but we all have them, I guess, as record collectors. Sorry for the squinting. It's really early in the morning. I'm not not quite awake yet. Anyway, Fugazi, Steady Diet of Nothing, an absolutely amazing, incredible album. This is an original released in 1991 on Discord. So cool. I listened to that. I also listened to this. This was a hit actually with nearly everyone. Maybe Charlie the Cat didn't like it. I don't know. LCD Sound System. This one is, what is the name of this album? I think it's just self-titled. Yeah. And James Murphy and the boys. But listen to this as well. Tribulations is probably one of my favorite tunes by LCD Sound System. But one thing about James Murphy and all the people who make this music is that they really do brilliantly so wear their influences on their sleeves. Like there's tunes that there's a tune on here that sounds like the Beatles. What is it called? Never as Tired as When I'm Waking Up, maybe? I can't recall now which is the name of the song, but it sounds just like the Beatles. And then of course they've got other songs that sound like The Fall and it's amazing. Anyway, maybe just a couple more, and then I still have more records, but I'll just show a couple more, and then I'll come back and do another video because it's fun. Listen to this. This is really smoking album by Fela Ransom Kuti. If you haven't seen the documentary, Music is the Weapon. It really illustrates the really difficult life that he had politically, and the way in which it affected his mother, and anyway, it's just the political story of this guy is just mind-bogglingly amazing, and he's just the epitome of cool. Like, these are really nice long jams, like one song per side, released in the 70s, I believe. Originally released in 1974, and this is on Calacuta Sunrise and Knitting Factory Records. But great album. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it there, and that's mostly just listening stack. I think there's only one album that is relatively new, is the Black Nasty. But yeah, I'll come back and maybe make another one even today. I might have some time, so later in the afternoon. Oh, there's Charlie. There you go, Mark, Dr. Deadwax, there's Charlie. Where'd he go? Oh. Psst, come here, Charlie. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with the pets, but anyway, take it easy, VC, and thanks for watching. And please be sure to comment and keep the conversation going. Take it easy, bye-bye.